Today, the so-called bathroom bill could become law in Kansas.
And Fox 4's Matt Stewart is live to explain. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. Yeah, Kansas lawmakers recently passed this bathroom bill. What it means is that you have to legally use the restroom associated with your sex at birth. So if you were born male, you'd use men's restroom. If you were born female, you'd use the women's bathroom. Basically, this makes it illegal for those who are transgender to use a public bathroom associated with the gender that they associate with right now. So those who support this bill say it's all about protecting women. They don't want someone who was born a male but now identifies as female using the women's restroom. But those against this bill say it discriminates against the transgender population. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly vetoed this bill last Friday, but yesterday the Kansas Senate voted 31-9 along party lines to override her veto. And today the Kansas House will vote as to whether to override the governor's veto, and they have the votes to get it passed. Now, if it's passed by the House today and becomes law, a trans person who is caught using a public restroom opposite their born gender could face up to a $1,000 fine and criminal charges. Kansas Attorney General Chris Kobach indicated that he will prosecute, as he doesn't think that many trans people will be able to get away with sneaking into an opposite-sex bathroom.
Well, I think in many instances, though, including in this very building in the Capitol, there are cases where it's not like that. It's very obvious that the individual in the women's room is a biological male.
The concern that we have by implementing this type of legislation, this discriminatory legislation where it need not be, in the economic impact it would have for future opportunities for our state.
Now, this bill also requires that all Kansas birth certificates and driver's licenses reflect the person's gender at birth. So any birth certificates or driver's license that have been altered and changed and sent out to trans people, they will have to be reissued. So we'll see. That is only if this bill becomes law. Again, the House voting on it today. If it passes, it'll be the new law in Kansas, guys.
All right, Matt, thank you.